everyone, welcome back to Apocalypse World. After the fucking madness that was last session with beating up a particularly huge dude who was intent on killing you and did succeed with one person, almost got someone else. Can people remember if I killed Fenrir or not? I can't
You did.
remember. I did
Oh, I
kill
should have
Fenrir.
said he didn't. Fuck.
Yes, so Fenrir is dead,
No,
Chief
he's
is
not.
dead. You have just about managed to pull Helga back from the brink of death with the aid of the crystal. Unfortunately, the cost of pulling Helga back was the sacrifice of your water nymph friend, so she is now gone. The aftermath of this is Snorks outside. Did we resolve what was going on with the Snorks and the Taka, by the way, Tom? I do believe we resolved that.
We did manage to stop it, I believe.
Yes.
That was
Even-
basically him going out. Bad Taka.
But
Drop them.
I believe
No.
Nikita, while almost losing her shit,
Yeah.
we did manage to get around that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do half of the cord.
Though I do have an arm missing.
Oh, yes, you are missing an arm, in
Yeah,
actual fact. Yes.
but- I would have imagined because I was still raging when that happened, that I would have healed it to the point where at least I'm not going to die. I don't
You
intend,
are not
I don't
currently bleeding
intend-
out. No.
Yeah, I don't intend to grow my arm back. I'm quite happy just having the one arm now, but like I don't want to die.
So, does she have like a stump that's like a little bit like south of the elbow or north
It
of
was
the elbow?
essentially pulled off like pretty much at the shoulder joint, but
Ooh.
it has like it's healed up to like it's healed, but it's not pretty.
So she's got nothing to waggle.
I have nothing
No.
to waggle.
Okay,
Nothing.
that's the important thing
I
to
mean,
know.
it's her own fault. While she was raging, thought I know I'm just gonna punch a hole in the wall with this bomb in my hand.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it was either that or pretty much all of you in that cave would have been dead.
Yeah,
That was
so
quite a
me,
considerable explosion.
so me losing an arm's like fair enough.
Yes. So we dealt with the chief dying. Did we do the reveal of the survivors? I don't believe we did.
Yes, we fucking did because Fenrir's wife and kids were in there, and you were a fucking dick.
Yes, we did. We did all of that. No, but not everyone's going to survive the apocalypse. This was
Go
true.
fuck yourself.
a more intense one. I don't know. I tried to inject some armor, and people were losing their shit. But anyway, so after dealing with all of that, you have a clear. There's people sort of dealing with the aftermath now. You've got Helga kind of like just kneeling over her father, kind of unsure what to do. What warriors have survived are kind of milling about, not entirely sure what to do because not only have they lost a chief, they've lost Fenrir, who was effectively his second in command. So they're all kind of looking at Helga as like, oh, fuck, what do we do? You can tell all of them are like nursing their own wounds. They're either like bleeding from gunshot wounds, they're cradling broken arms. Like a couple of them look like they might have the starts of concussions happening, looking very dazed on their feet. Your two Snorks are mainly okay. Like this one's got a little bit of ouchie on him, but he's all right. Smokey seems to be very distracted by something. He's kind of walking around and just taking note of like things on tables and like just carved out bits of things that are like scattered around the tables. You've got the weird ass little like shaman matey kind of like milling around like trying to direct people to like, hey, you're over here now, yes, over there, yes, we have damage control to do. Jimmy, you are standing outside all on your own. The fires are now starting to die down a little bit, but look, everywhere you look you see blood, you see bodies, in fact that building you're standing next to kind of like shifts slightly and just collapses, and there's like a scattering of like embers into the wind over the now almost completely destroyed wall fail. This place isn't going to recover from this.
Fuck.
We have to go.
Chicks, nuts, let's go.
You know you're talking to yourself, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's out loud, but it's just like looking around. It's like, yeah, we have to go. What is everyone else doing? I mean, are they all in the cave with the survivors, or
Yeah, we're all in the cave at the moment.
Meanwhile,
just
back in
like
the
is that all
cave,
the survivors?
yeah, it's
Jimmy's just like, that boulder, that's a nice boulder.
Well, they can stay in there if they want. Okay, so how many caravans could I effectively tow with the Taka?
I mean, your Taka is fairly powerful. I think when you built it, that was one of the points you made
It's a
for it. Was
beast.
it? Yeah, it is. It's not slow, but it can take a bit of a pounding, and it can. It's got a lot of torque, not a lot of speed, but a lot of torque. Whatever the fuck torque means. But yeah, you are able to tow.
Rotation or something? I don't know.
Yeah, you are able to put it. You could probably get away with doing about 3 sleds if they're not too overly laden.
Okay, how many sleds are we talking?
I mean, you'll have to go see how many survivors there are.
Okay, I'm going to take stock of the survivors and their supplies and figure out how we're effectively going to get all these people out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Those of you back in the cave, are we doing anything else?
So how many are in this cave at the moment?
Oh, I'm going to tell you. There are 3 surviving guards. And let's do do that one. There are 5 adults, 4 children, and you've got the random ass goatee man. So that is 3,
So 12. No.
13.
13.
Yeah.
There are
Not
13
including
survivors altogether, plus you guys. And if you manage to find any other survivors throughout the rest of the village. But for now, this is. If you're questioning the survivors, for all they know, they're the only ones that survived. They don't really hold out much hope of anyone else surviving.
How's Helga looking?
She's looking a lot better. She's obviously very distraught that her father is dead, and she's kind of just crouched next to his body, like kind of holding his axe, a bit kind of like stunned and very unsure of what to do next, because this man's been the rock of her life, and pretty much for everyone else in the village. He's been this unassailable bulwark of immortal leadership, and he's not only dead but exceedingly fucked up.
So she's conscious and not, well, walking, moving, conscious.
If you're checking her up and down, she looks exactly the same as when you first met her. The healing crystal has essentially brought her back to full health.
Okay.
Perfectly fine.
Then Jericho will probably lay a hand on her shoulder while she's tending to her father, and say, I don't know I don't know whether we can survive, whether Wolfvale can continue. One moment, and then he'll turn to the survivors.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're pretty messed up, but they can walk, they can go around looking for some more survivors, can't they?
You can always go have a look for more survivors, yeah.
So he'll probably do his rally to the cause, where he'll say, he'll just stand up and say something like, "Everyone, some of us have survived and we're lucky, but we need to look for more survivors, and we need to look for supplies, weapons, food, water, and livestock. I think, and I'm going to talk to Smokey about this and the rest of us, but I think it's probably best that you come to Cold Corpse with us."
Do your rally to the cause then. See how successful you are. That's a good little speech. Ew.
For fuck's sake, Bolt 20.
Who the
Can you
fuck
not
are you
let
to tell us what to do?
Can you not let
there's definitely
Jericho have a
some like
moment?
kind of muttering between the crowd as like like because obviously you didn't meet everyone in the tribe. You met like a handful of people and the elder council. By the way, you don't see any of the council elders that like
No, I didn't
among the
expect we would.
survivors.
Oh, hold on. I have an audience, so I can add 1 to that roll.
Yes, you can.
So yeah, it's actually a 7.
It's, there's some muttering going around. It's like and you hear like the woodman's like they brought this here. This is their fault. If we didn't take them in, this would have happened. And there's some stirrings of discontent are starting to happen.
What about just looking for survivors? Come on, some of you could move. Helga, give me some help here.
She sort of like kind of looks up towards you and the rest of the people, and sort of like kind of like snaps out of her daze a little bit, and kind of stands up and goes, "What do you all stand there for? Go look for survivors. You won't do anything cluttering up this cave. Go look for survivors. We will discuss a way of getting out of here and getting the rest of us to safety." Let's see how successful she is. They're not exactly happy about the idea. There are some more mutterings of like, we shouldn't help them in the first place. But they agree, like, go out looking for survivors. So I'll say the guards do stay behind. They're going to be like, there are lots of what to do, so they've just defaulted into protecting the next in line for chiefdom, which is Helga. So they're just like, we're just going to stay here and protect her now. This is what we do. Let's see. The adults are going to go have a look around with you. So where are you going to go look first?
Probably going to just say direct them to the tents up here, and this area here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a quick word with Jimmy and just say, what's your take on this?
Am I?
Shit's fucked, bro.
Suffice to say, that's the only way to describe it. It's just we got to get tally of everyone here, figure out how we're getting the transporters back to Cold Corps. Do me and Russ need to go out and get some vehicles? That's the thing I'm wondering about. Oh shit! Broke my
I mean, there are
sorry, real life shenanigans.
bullshit happening. To answer your question, Tom, you might be able to fashion some sleds to get you out of the mountains, but recording the route you took to get here, sleds are not going to get you the whole way back to Cold Corps. You're going to need to source something with wheels at the very least.
Being a driver, I imagine it would behoove me to learn the locations of scrap heaps that could at least jury rig some vehicles.
I will say you know of a few, but you don't know of any in the mountains, because coming into the mountains was entirely new for your character, so you basically only know the way here and the way back.
They might know though.
Shit.
Just because you don't doesn't mean they don't.
I mean,
that's the point, actually. Can we inquire with the villagers asking if there's any modern tech or vehicles, scrap yards somewhere nearby the mountains?
do a sharp roll for me, see what we can get.
Roger Wilco. There you are, Jimmy J. Son of a bitch. Right, okay, got you off. Roll a sharp.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm going to keep that.
No, the people you're talking to are basically people that have grown up and lived in this village and have only ever gone out of it to do some basic hunting, pretty much. So they don't really know anything about the surrounding area. They've always been told that if they came across something that looks like old world tech, to stay away from it, because it's usually dangerous and there's usually other dangerous fuckers trying to get it. So the villagers you're talking to now, because you are just with a cluster of villagers, they have no idea what to even look for. Like, they even look at your truck with like deep suspicion.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Oh, what about the? Obviously, we were tackling the skinwazzers and the jackabackers lot. Might be an idea to explore around, see if they got any vehicles stowed away.
I want to go back to the Skinwalker
Would that
camp.
be?
I mean, it's entirely
okay.
possible. Yeah.
Oh fuck! I left my bike at Cold Corpse. Okay.
There were you do recall that there were vehicles involved in that fight, and you didn't really do any pillaging afterwards. So maybe there's still scrap left.
Me and Rasp can go off and do that.
Yeah.
Split the party.
Well, not in combat.
Doesn't mean to say there won't be combat.
Fuck's sake.
No, I mean, if you and
Okay.
Rasp want to go off and actually, Rasp, let's have a look at your abilities real quick. Rasp,
I haven't
your-
updated in most of my pins for a while. What did you
Your new
do
picture
level up?
completely throws me off when I'm looking at it. It's like, is that Rasp? Oh, that is Rasp.
Well, I was actually going to make canonical sense once we're back to a corn corpse anyway.
Can you take? Actually, you might be able to help with that, Miss Rasp.
Yes, because
Using your mother's heartbeat ability,
Yes.
you can. Yeah, later. It doesn't necessarily say you can choose where you go, but the only other time you've tried to use this is basically a blind panic to get away from things. I'm going to say if you try to focus on a certain location, you can you can use your mother's heartbeat to take you to the Skinwalker's camp because it's somewhere you've already been, and
Okay.
you can actually take Tom with you.
Okay. I'll grab him and we'll do that.
Well,
I'll
Well,
roll
you're-
it. Hold on.
hang on. You're still in the cave. You need to actually get
Oh
to
yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I go out to him. Jimmy. This is Jimmy. Oh,
So what
I'm
if I
still
imagine
in my...
Rasp just literally come back up and just grab me and say, "We have to go," and just literally vanishing into the ether.
Luckily, we're still in our suits, so if there's any problems on the other end,
Just grabs you by the hand. All you hear is Jimmy's, "Ah!"
Jimmy?
Uh,
Jimmy!
Very tasty. Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. That's nice. So,
Just Rasp grabs me. We have to go.
I know where there's scrap.
What?
Wait, what? What?
Ah!
But
You have to
operating
ask for
how-
consent first. 10 plus. You get to choose 2 of these, by the way. You re-emerge in a different place altogether. Yep. You go to the Skinwalker camp and you bring someone in and out with you. That's Jimmy. You do both
That's
those
Jimmy.
things perfectly, and you pop
Ah,
into
yeah.
existence at the Skinwalker
Sorry, I do what?
camp.
Things I didn't quite catch that.
operating.
No, that was just for Rasp. I was just telling her how her abilities worked.
Yes.
So, do you want you guys to transfer you over
okay.
to that map? Because I can transfer you over if you wish. If you guys want to have a poke around.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. There still might be some things left on that map from last time that I didn't get rid of. Oh, yep, you need to go away. You need to go away.
Oh, and there's a lot of shit.
Just delete everything, and we'll transfer ourselves across.
Oh, the Tucker is here as
I
well.
think you should. I sent you some scraps. You should. Yeah, just try. Hang on.
Get rid of you. Go away. Yeah,
Jimmy's
I'm-
on the map at the top.
I'm doing things, Tom. I'm doing things. Where did
I know, I
you
believe you.
destroy vehicles? Can I use my memory to remember where you blew things up? Pretty sure.
Improvise it.
can.
No one's gonna care.
I want it to be thematically correct. You don't know what people are gonna listen to these in the future. When I put these on, they're like, "Oh, that thing wasn't there. It was somewhere else." No. He's got that all wrong.
I'm gonna say to you now, people of the future who do that, you are a massive nerd. Massively.
And that's
Hello,
just meant
people
to
of the
do
future. How the hell did you find this?
It's like, how did you find a YouTuber that has 26 subscribers, all of whom are either his mates or bots? There are a few vehicles dotted around. that you destroyed on your first go in. I do believe one of them ended up. Yeah, one of them ended up over here as well, I believe. These are not to scale; they are just to show you where things are. So you didn't really loot this place very heavily last time you were here. So
Yeah.
Miss Jimmy and Mr. Rasp, Miss
Yeah.
Rasp, my
Miss Rasp.
apologies.
Sorry.
You can. Do you want me to drag you onto the map? I do believe.
Please.
You'll, for some reason, anytime you try to do it, roll 20. It's like no.
No.
Get it.
Controlled by all players.
What is the red thing?
Okay.
Hey. What's this red thing here?
The red thing. That's the
Yeah.
vehicle. It's a big one.
Oh. Yes.
Whoa. Let's have a look at the big one then.
Okay. The big one is sort of like
Okay. Look.
Apocalypse World Top Gear going on here.
well, that's just to basically denote that is
this
like
is,
a bigger
Scrappy
vehicle.
Challenge.
This is the spikiest car in the world.
As we're driving, both me and Jimmy are like.
And I, of course, have done this properly.
Okay, can we now roll a shot to determine how many of these vehicles are the condition of each of these vehicles?
I may do
Yes,
it
you
with
can.
+1.
You need to do separate sharp rolls for each vehicle. So do a sharp roll for that one first. See what
Can you do it
condition
with
that one is.
+1 because I'm there?
Okay,
Would
can we
Rasp
get
even
+1
know
for
what the
helping?
Would Rasp even know what the fuck she's looking at?
Well, I did take a level in driver. I can.
Oh yes,
mean, I
yes,
have-
you
yeah.
did. Yes, I do
did, yeah.
apologise. So yes,
Right.
you can definitely take that bonus. Yeah.
Pete, what's your sharp at?
My sharp is.
Pete, what's your
Wait.
sharp at?
Yeah. I'm just doing
He's looking. Give him a second.
3.
3. Okay, no, you're looking.
I'll do it. Okay, and then I'll do it with a
So-
+1 because you're here.
Yeah, just take a +1 and me helping you. Would you like me to? Supposed to roll history for this.
But there's no history
Oh
to
man,
roll.
we
is
have
there?
not been keeping track of history.
Oh
at
no.
all.
Well,
No.
well, basically, because everyone was maxing out on it
fuck
so
it.
quickly. Like, I will just say, like, I have plans for the history aspect of it. Don't worry, but that will come during downtime, things like that. I won't
it's
be keeping
also-
track of a few things.
It's also like I've given up on leveling up at the moment
Okay,
because
good.
we're so like high level.
Yeah, likewise.
I mean, to be honest, you guys are so high level that the actual leveling system in the game mechanics doesn't even fucking matter. So
Yeah.
I am giving you
The only
things, taking
The
away
only options
things.
I've got is to
Oh, I did mean to ask you something though.
is create a
About when
second
we get back.
character, retire my character, or change my character to a different type. Which
I mean, I'm literally at the point where I'm homebrewing this on the fly, and I'm giving
Yeah.
you stuff, I'm taking away things, and then I'm just throwing things against you that are constantly elevating and matching the things I've given you before. But it's perfectly fine. This is
I did-
like that's why I like this system, because it's so open to that, and it's so easy to just fucking homebrew the shit out of this business.
Yeah, I
But
did
anyway,
I did
isn't it?
actually forget to ask you something before the session, and it was about making obviously Rasp's new look more canon when we get back to Cold Corpse and all that. But
I mean, that's fair. I mean, well, I'm going to give you a choice. Maybe after tonight, maybe after next session, depends what we do. But
yeah,
I'm going to give you a choice to either go right back to Cold Corpse, skip the journey entirely, or we will do a journey of you getting back there. So it's entirely up to you what we do. I have encounters and stuff prepped up, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyway,
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to your role,
Cool.
Mr. Ross.
yeah. I've done it.
While this vehicle has been considerably damaged, it's like a fire blackened hulk of like a 6-wheeler truck. So it's probably like the truck they use to get their people here.
Yeah.
You managed to find
Oh,
a couple
perfect.
of undamaged tires. You think you might be able to get some of the superstructure like away from the bodywork. There's the flanges and gaskets and doodads that you find. So you think you actually might be like with this one? You think you actually might be able to pull off the
those are
damage?
proper car terms. I should know.
Yeah, you might be able to pull away the actual the shell of the car to reveal the base work, so you can have it as a rolling chassis.
Mm.
Like it will literally only be the wheels. You'll get the base. The fuck is it called? like the base substructure of the car. So like
The chassis.
tools, yeah, like the
Yeah.
base chassis.
Right. So we'll need to add some
Chassis and
structures.
shit. We've
Right,
watched
well-
Top Gear. We know how it works.
Yeah.
Hang on. I might be able to find a meme that's
Because our garages are not here. They're in Cold Court. Do I have a garage now? I can't remember if I have a garage in Cold Court. I know what
I
it was.
think you started construction of it.
Yeah, so it should be made
I
by
know
now.
I do.
Well, of course you do.
Yeah.
Like you've got a garage. Jericho's started up a whole fucking like new technology foundry or some shit.
Parts everywhere.
Fuck it, I'll find that later. But anyway, yeah. So you meant like you'll be able to do this, but obviously you are just basically standing there in your suits. The tack attacker is back at Wolf Vale.
Yep.
So you are just here with no tools, but you think you can get some stuff off of this one. So good.
Yeah.
Successful rummaging.
I feel like I've always got a toolkit on me.
I mean, yeah, but there's a repair toolkit and there's a deconstructing a car toolkit.
I don't
Just
mean to
hammer.
game, and obviously tell me if it. Oh, sorry. And tell me if it's a bad idea. But maybe Jimmy's suit it could be more in tune with his driver abilities, like say how mine's in tune with mine.
His suit is far beyond that. His suit
It's
is
far
tied
beyond
into
that.
his mutation, not his driving.
Ah, okay.
They are two separate things.
Fair enough. Sorry, I thought I'd just ask
No,
about it and all that. So.
That's fine. That was
Okay,
a good
well,
call,
I'm pretty
but
sure
it's not working that way.
Nah.
we could scavenge around the camp, see if they've got any tools and equipment here, because I imagine they probably want to try and keep their vehicles at a relatively functional level. So there's probably more stuff we could find here.
Do another sharp roll. So if you're specifically because it's you looking for stuff, you do the sharp.
Do you want
Would
me
I
to
get a
roll it?
part forward? Because obviously I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you get forward. You know what you're looking for.
Thank you.
Did it.
You
Yeah,
you
back
and
down.
Rasp dig a, that's right.
Right.
You and Rasp like dig around the camp for a bit, and it slowly starts to dawn on you that all the cars and the tech you're used to was brought with Jakabaka's people. Like the Skinwalkers are roughly on the same level of technology as the people back at Wolfvale. It's just everything's more skins and human bone and like candles set in skulls type of thing, like very cliche.
Yeah.
Oh, this is. Oh, that's disgusting.
Did they leave any Jakabaka equipment here?
I don't believe you did.
No, did they? Sorry, is what I was saying. We did.
Let's
That's not-
see. I mean, there's a few weapons knocking around, but it's pretty much on the same par as your usual gear. Because these were literally like these were just like noob little enforcers that were sent around. So
Okay. And then in terms of the bones, could we repurpose the bones like to make like support struts and stuff for the vehicle?
I mean, yeah, but having watched an episode of the Grand Tour, bones don't stand up to vibration very well.
Ah.
And they
Okay.
might smell. And don't forget, like there are supplies back at Wolfvale you might be able to use depending on what's still left. So it's not like you need to just come here and strip the whole goddamn place. Because remember, you still have to take it back to Wolfvale, and no one knows where you are.
Right. So are we having to drive this thing back?
Oh, that thing can't drive. None of these can drive. They're all wrecked.
So could I move it with us?
No.
No.
It's going to take a bit of repair work. Like as I said, these are all wrecked cars. They cannot be moved. They cannot have anything done with them at all. But with some work and with some tools, you might be able to get them to like rolling chassis level of working.
Okay.
Like the engine blocks are all destroyed. Like everything's melted and all kinds of fucked up. You're never going to be able to like fashion a key and it's like, oh, it works. No. So.
Okay. Oh, so we just got to strip the fin, is what you're saying?
Yes, but.
Okay.
It is a wreck right now.
Okay. Right. What do you want us to roll for stripping it?
Back.
I mean, You could try to strip it with what you have, but you do not have the correct tools with you currently to do it properly. So you are at risk of damaging it.
Okay.
It's like your suit does not have,
I want to know
have
what
a
Tom wants
goddamn
to do.
multi-tool.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know what Tom wants to do because he's probably more in tune with the driving bits and all that.
Yes.
Ah, dang it! Couldn't hear that. Say that again. Sorry.
I want to know what you want to do with this because I'm not that savvy. Well, my character especially. I mean, I'm not really, but my character especially isn't
We
savvy
can
with
get well, basically, it's to try and get as many. Well, oh god. Okay.
because we can't
We're
move the
gonna have
vehicle.
besides me, we got we got 3 drivers. Although potentially we could get the Taka to drive on its own. So we need to get at least 3 working vehicles, make them as strong as possible. The Taka can carry 3 sleds. Additional people can be loaded up if we can get them on there. And I imagine we could get at least 1 sled per vehicle.
Yeah.
Also,
Does that make sense to you, Pete?
I have just said this to Pete. You will not be able to. You know what? I'm going to give you a gimmick. You will be able to cobble together 1 working engine from these vehicles. But just the 1, because these things were quite effective. These things were quite effectively destroyed by all of you. So they're not just going to work.
No, of course they will.
You can't just hit it with a spanner.
No, I figured they wouldn't.
Yeah, so you can cobble together 1 working engine from parts, but it's going to take a long time to build that engine. You're essentially building one from scrap.
Probably could use Jericho for this.
I mean while you're away, I could explain to Pete that...
He made his train work, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I could go and grab him. That's only if Chris allows and all that.
Well, could you? That'd be great.
Only if Chris allows.
If you want to do it, go for it. I'll tell you if it works or not.
Right.
That's entirely up to you.
If you
Yep.
Can I summon the Taka?
Make a...
Just hold out your hand.
Make a weird roll. Shit, make a weird roll.
Trucky,
in your suit. Weird roll, you are in your suit.
I
But
made
it's
my
the first
roll
time you'll
probably
use it.
Okay,
Yeah.
do I get forward or a interference?
Do it at just a straight weird roll.
9.
Go truck.
So you reach out in your mind for the truck, but like you get a sense from the truck, like it's hearing you, but it's almost like you're trying to call a dog from another room, and it's not quite understanding that you're not in the same room as it. And it's like, what? Where is he? And just like anyone back in Warfare, you hear like the Taka like kind of like start up, and it like backs up slightly, and then backs up forward, and then like you see the wheels like turning ever so slightly, as if it's confused as to where it's supposed to go. I mean, so you made a mental connection with it, but I mean, the Taka doesn't have a very high IQ. It is a very dope. Yes, for your role, Rasp, you disappear and you reappear back in Cold Corps. Just not Cold Corps, Warfail, sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
We're going to leave Tom there for a moment. Well, we're going to leave Jimmy there for a moment to, just kind of be there on his own for a hot minute. It's like, god damn it.
All right. Well, obviously, it's just like, okay, I'm just going to wait to see if that works, and I'm going to get started up to work.
I'm going to say, so, Rasp, you pop back in where you disappeared from. So we'll take a pause on Tom and Pete for a moment. We'll get back
I can't use that token.
Every time I drag that token off,
I can use Jimmy. Jericho, sorry, not Jimmy.
There we go. What has everyone else been doing while this has been happening? So, Mr. Jericho and Mr. Keto, what have you been up to?
Searching through the huts. Secretly, he will have his pockets stuffed with any food that he's found. But he is also looking for survivors.
Ooh, an extra crispy chicken leg. Oh wait, that's not a chicken leg. Oh. Okay, so yeah, you're looking around. Do sharp rolls for me. See if you find survivors. So for this one here, do a sharp roll. Unfortunately, there's no one in there. You do manage to find like some supplies that might be salvageable. So we'll mark this down. You find one food ration basically, regardless of what it is. It's like fruits and nuts and things like that. But you do manage to find some salvageable food.
He's keeping a good eye out for fresh food because this is something that this place has that nowhere else seems to have. So anything that looks like, it could be planted in the future.
Okay. That's not where you are. That's fine. Yeah. Carry on.
This one.
He's got a.
Yep. Do a shot, bro. Oh, very nice. You actually managed to find 2 more survivors.
Oh
Nice.
no!
Wait, what?
That's not Twinkie at all.
You find 2
Oh,
more
that's
survivors, and with the help of the villagers, you managed to put out most of the fire in this building. Now, this is a bigger building, and it has a lot more supplies in it. So you managed to find some, some wood that's not all burnt to hell, like some leather ties, a few weapons, and you managed to find 5 rations worth of food, which does include some fresh stuff.
He's very careful about the fresh stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Probably putting it in some kind of satchel. I don't know what they are, whether they're like apples, tomatoes, corn, wheat, freaking chickens. I don't know.
Yeah, it's potatoes and just stuff like that.
Potatoes. If Jericho had tried potatoes at the feast, he would definitely be holding on to the potato.
Oh yeah, of course there were potatoes at the feast. Oh hell yeah.
Because potatoes are probably one of the best,
I'm
crops.
pretty sure Jericho tried everything.
Yeah, potatoes are literally like the one thing if you're going to go through an apocalypse. If you can get your hand on fucking potatoes, you fucking grow those things because potatoes are one of the best things to have.
Yeah. Well, they grew them in the Martian, didn't they?
They did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he would, depending on how these people are looking, he'd probably direct them to the cave where probably there's guards are looking after people.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
They're looking a little bit hurt and beat up, so a couple of the villagers that were helping you, help them back to the cave. So you lost a couple of people that were helping you, but you still got enough people to clear debris and things like that. Do you want to do one more?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on, let's do. Do a sharp roll.
Nah.
You don't find.
Yeah.
You find one survivor, laid next to the fire pit. Actually, if I put anyone down, I'm just going to move you for 1 second. You find one survivor laying next to the fire pit with a horrific-looking gut wound, who looks on the very edge of death. They're not going to survive, and they look at you with pleading eyes.
Is there anyone else around?
The other villagers are around you, and they're kind of looking between you and them as yeah, is this guy going to do it? Because if he doesn't, we're probably going to have to do this. There's no judgment in their eyes at all. Either you're going to do it or they're going to do it.
Yeah, probably. I don't. Speaking as me, I don't know how to give someone a quick death, so Jericho's gonna slit his throat. I don't know.
Ooh.
You got a gun, bro.
I mean, that's quick enough.
Oh yeah, I do have a gun, don't I?
Well,
but no, I don't want people to hear me shooting.
Yeah, I mean, death from exsanguination, which is pretty much a slit throat, is exceedingly better than dying from a gut shot wound. Because that's one of the most horrific things that can happen to. Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Like if you read into what happens to the human body when you get a gut wound, if you're ever stabbed in the stomach, go to the fucking hospital.
Gut wound. No, I got that.
Because what will happen is, especially because of the type of guns these guys were using, if it perforates the stomach and the stuff in the stomach gets out of the stomach and into the body, that's bad and that's painful.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's how.
But
That's
no,
how.
I'm talking. Yeah, but I figure just like take him back, take him out like old Yeller. That should be less painful than sanguination, right? Exsanguination. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because that's pretty sudden. But like even bleeding out from a slit
Okay,
throat,
this
like,
train of thought is derailing fast. Shall we just get back to what we're doing?
I've watched a lot of crime dramas. What can I say? But anyway, yep, we'll hold on you now for now, Jericho. I think that's good. I want to leave it on. Nikita, what are you doing?
Honestly, she's probably still reeling from the super rage, so she's probably pretty useless at the minute, just flipping between like guilt and just pure fucking anger.
So I will say, like this particular change has taken a lot out of you, and losing a fucking arm, obviously.
Do I get any clicks back for that?
No, we're going to hold you there for the moment because you're still in the process of recovery.
Okay, well, she's basically just me pacing a bit, like not even paying attention to who or what's around her at this point. She's absolutely useless.
Mm-hmm. Your snork actually comes up to you and sort of like takes you by the hand, and the other one joins it, and they sort of like guide you over here to like an out of the way corner. Okay. And they put you in the corner. Well, they sort of like put you in the corner because they're operating. Like these guys are operating on like a very animal level right now. So, get mum into a corner where we can protect them. They're just kind of like sat in front of you. And anytime someone like tries to come near you, they growl at them slightly, and everyone's giving you a wide berth at the moment.
I was say everyone's probably like, yeah, let's not go near her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so sorry guys, she's pretty much unavailable at the minute.
I'm pretty sure that's fucking understandable. You do see though, actually, Nikita. Like, I don't know how with it Nikita is to taking notice of her surroundings, but I'm just going to tell you the things you see. You do see Helga, the weird little shaman dude, kind of talking with Smokey. And as they start to talk, like, the guards gather around them. Like, at one point, the guards gesture over towards you and the Snorks and say something that pisses both Helga and Smokey off to the point where Smokey gets up, would get up in this dude's face if this dude would be at eye level with him because of the size Smokey is. He's like, this guy's basically staring into like Smokey's pecs, and you can tell that like Smokey says something to this guy that immediately makes him back down. It's like you hurt my friend. I'm going to use my new mechanical fist to turn you into jelly. If you don't know what jelly is.
She's probably watched it, but she won't hear a damn word.
Oh no, of course not. Actually, one thing you see. Let's do a roll. Let's see if this happens now, or if it's going to happen a bit later.
Oh, God.
No, that's going to happen later. It's nothing bad. It's just a bit of a story element. We will hold that for later on. Anyway, Rasp, you're back in Wolfvale. What are you doing?
Well, I take it, obviously, where Jericho was, he's not there anymore.
Oh, no, he's gone, yeah.
Does my HUD come up with where he is?
Jericho, are you wearing your suit? I forget.
No, I haven't had it on the whole time.
Oh, will it read his light sign is what I mean, sorry.
Yeah, like if you turn your head, his the little like ping for his suit just shows you his direction. Yeah.
I will head in that direction then.
Okay.
I don't know where you'll allow me to go for now.
You can go anywhere you want. You can go towards him.
Can I put myself next to him or on the way?
I'm gonna say you can put yourself next to him. Yeah, like nothing's gonna like jump out of the shadows at you.
Okay, right. I don't want to just put myself.
Everything's either dead, dying, or on fire, so I think you're fine.
Yeah.
So I'll find him with a corpse, I guess. since he's like bled
Yeah,
this
you
guy
basically
out.
like kind of you just basically rock up as he's like standing up away from the like standing away from the body.
Oh my goodness.
He was dying. Look,
Uh,
these guys will speak for me. I didn't kill anyone. Well, I did, but it's not like
yeah,
that.
because you found 2 extra alive people, right?
Well, you wouldn't know.
No.
He did. You found 2 people that were alive, so unfortunately
Okay.
you just found someone who was on the verge of death. So.
I turned to him, I was like, is that true? Oh, you didn't try to attack him or anything?
No, the villagers back him up. They say,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
you know, if he wasn't going to do it, one of us was.
No, fair. Right, let's get these guys back to the cave, Jericho. But me and Jimmy need you for engineering.
I'm okay with electronics, but engineering, I'll have a try.
Well, imagine you'll be good because you got that train working back in the day.
That was a fluke.
That was a fluke.
Well, maybe
I'll tell you now, that was
another
Do it
fluke.
again.
Well, let's see if that fluke will work again.
It's been a while.
Surely
Roll
you've built
20.
up enough luck.
Roll 20 doesn't like him enough for that to happen again. All right.
What's a roll 20, Rasp?
I know. I don't know. The god.
She's babbling. She's babbling. Shoot her.
Yeah.
I mean, if any one of you guys was have the existential nightmare of suddenly realizing they're a character in a fictional world, it would be rough.
Like, wait a minute, Brendan.
Who the fuck's that big guy up there?
I saw people that were rolling dice, and they were saying things, and there was a man behind a screen controlling everything. It was a nightmare. It's puppets on strings, I tell you.
It is possible that Jericho already knows, but he's tasked with not letting anyone else find out.
Ah.
Don't give me ideas, Alex. Don't give me ideas like that, because I'll
Get in
run with
there.
it. You know what
Let's
my
get in
mind's
there.
like.
Right, so we'll escort these people back, and then yeah. Ba.
Okay, so you escort. The survivors have already been escorted back, by the way. So you are coming back with the other villagers back to the hall, basically. The ones that Jericho saved are there and being treated as best they can.
I will hand the bag of fresh produce to people, and I will say, this is more important than gold, than anything in this village. All right.
As you hand it out, they are appreciative of you. The murmurs that started before kind of die down, and they do agree with you. You know, yes, we should prioritize food, getting out of here. Where did your other friend? And the weird ass shaman just kind of seemingly appears at Jericho's elbow. You just don't notice him until you hear his voice going, "Where's your other friend? Where is your other friend gone?"
Oh, so I'm taking him to him. I can move between places.
Can you?
He's not just shaman looking at you like, "You are a very odd individual, aren't you?"
I is a magic girl.
And do the whoppy whop. Yeah. Yes, I am. Ross, by the way. Raspberry Chase.
Well, that doesn't really answer the question as to where your other friend is.
We walked to the skinwalker camp to salvage parts.
He becomes very serious, that is not a safe place to be, child. Even after you've defeated them, it's not exactly safe.
I know. It's fine. Well, we'll be okay. You've got Nikita with you and Smokey.
I'm sure Jimmy's fine. Screaming in the distance.
Yeah, echoes throughout the mountains.
We just have a quick cut to Jimmy with several engines on fire, and he's just screaming, "Oh, for fuck's sake, not again!"
I don't know. I left you here 5 minutes.
You cut to Jimmy, and it's like that like a scene where they go into a village and then suddenly everyone is standing on the walls just looking at you in masks.
Oh, yeah.
So I reach out a mechanical arm to Jimmy and place it like round his arm.
Okay.
And like, all right, I'm off.
Bye.
And then bye.
What do you mean? I do not consent.
I need to get a teleport sound effect for you. I really
You
need to
do.
get the sound that sounds like.
Or
Okay,
the
bye.
maybe.
I feel like that's going to be a thing in Desert Blues as well.
Well, while Nikita's absolutely useless, I'll go get one. Be right back.
Trust me.
I was just about to look that up. Has that worked?
Oh my god, the sound effect.
Chris, I've just sent you 6 apocalyptic car
I didn't see that,
PNGs.
yes. Oh, you know what? I actually have one that I think I might that might fit the theme. So, Rasp grabs Jericho's arm
Like that, Alex.
and he goes, "Okay, we're going now," and disappears with a into the
Because she's anime as fuck.
because she's anime as fuck.
Come on, Blink.
Only chance, senpai. Yeah, you just. What did you even roll? I didn't even look what you rolled. Oh yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done the gift from Harry Potter because that makes the most sense to me. Cargo burr.
Oh god.
Oh God.
Cargo bird.
Oh, Jesus.
Jericho immediately throws up on the floor.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Jimmy
That's what
just looks
happened.
up. You
Right.
bitch.
What?
You have no
What?
idea how
I didn't
tempted
throw
it
up
was
getting
to say you.
transported.
You have no idea how
Uh-oh.
tempted it was to say you guys show up and Jimmy's not there.
Where'd he go?
No, you turn up. Jimmy's just doing the best he can with the tools he's got, and he, with the aid of his suit, just trying to strip this like massive truck. And
I just got what Tom was getting at, by the way, with the whole "you bitch," like, because he didn't throw up. Yeah, that's what we want to have a look at.
I'm gonna go for a quick cigarette. I want some banter between the 3 of you on how you're taking this car apart, and you're trying to retrofit both this car, get these 4 cars stripped, get the engine built, and just basically do what you want to do. I want RP, so I will be back soon.
Chris, before you go,
Yes.
I'm gonna because it's a medical suit I've got more than anything. The torch I would normally use to cauterize a wound, I'm gonna use that like a blowtorch. Is that okay?
Do a sharp roll for me.
Okay, will do. Sorry, I just wanted to just.
No,
ask
that's
before you
fine.
went.
Do a sharp roll. I'll tell you if you succeed or not.
Whoop. Yes.
Yes, unfortunately, your suit does work like that, so you can use that as a blowtorch.
Yeah.
And I will be back.
All right, so I start like kind of carving parts off the blowtorch and all that. It's like, no, that's your. Is that the first time I've taken you like that? That's so weird.
Please don't call it that.
Okay, well, I mean, is that your first Maelstrom experience?
Yes, that is my first teleport. Yes,
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
the first time I've been essentially raped from my place that I'm supposed to be and deposited somewhere else. Thank you very much.
It gets easier. Don't worry.
Says my captor.
Oh, I'm sorry, but he needed your help. Jimmy, how you doing over there?
Done.
I was saying,
What?
Jimmy, how you doing over there?
What do you want?
Think.
I want to get one of these cars working, and I've got to take how many fucking vehicles are 5 different cars apart and put them back together into one working one.
Right,
the
This
other
is
cars,
stressful
And you need a radio broadcaster because what?
because you're good at engineering.
because you're the only one within 100 square miles who can even vaguely help me with this.
I mean, I can try, but then I'm not like.
All right, I can do electronics. I could get you a starter motor. I could get you a few other things, but if you want your donkey gasket linked up with your carburetor flanges, I have no idea.
The old carburetor.
You
flanges.
shut up and do what you're told. We're doing this. We're making this work.
Yes.
Right, are these the other vehicles here, Tom?
Allow me to just wipe the vomit off my shoes.
Tom, are these the other vehicles? These little bits here?
Yes, but they're
Sorry,
micro
I'm just
machines.
listening to Victor's teleport sounds, which works very well with Frankenstein.
Yeah, I'll go up to one of these.
Oh, that's actually really nice. I like that.
F is for fire, that's down the whole Tom. Use your uranium
basically
bombs.
Between the three of us, doing a fucking Chuckle Brothers of taking out every engine and just putting it on the flattest surface we have.
To me, Jimmy.
I will fucking murder you, Jericho.
Are you able to get the F rating sound from Harry Potter Vix?
What, just the basic whip crack?
Yeah.
The what sound?
Like that one. You know the sound when they apparate in Harry Potter?
I could try and find it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
If you can't, you can't.
I mean, you can do the Dragon Ball Z teleport sounds.
It gives me something to do while Nikita's currently fucking useless. So I'll be right back.
All right. But yeah, I'm just like grinding off bits of the scraps. Like that could be useful. That's not dink.
Stooges.
Who's the stooge?
I think he just sent a gif of the Three Stooges. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's how we're doing the engine block. Just
I'm logging over a path back towards the
Jimmy's
big vehicle.
Ransom going to teleport back to see how everyone is. He's just going to see Ian and Jimmy just with every engine shipped apart on different sheets, each individual part, and we're just staring at it. How's it going? Go away!
No, I'm actually good at. I can do this stuff as well. It's just he's more. You guys have your different strengths and stuff.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We are three vaguely engineering type people with some knowledge of how cars work.
That's it.
I have knowledge of how radios work.
One of these fuckers going.
Jericho will go in, he will unscrew the car radio out and will say, "See this? This is what I know."
Oh, I know. Hey, it's what we need. Hey, and we should probably put that radio back in.
So,
two to the road.
Jericho's in one corner, just with all these electrical with these various degrees of acceptable wires, just like useless, possibly useful, useless, useless. What the fuck is this? Just every once in a while, you hear Jimmy scream out, "Where the fuck is that fucking nut?"
I'm over it. Oh.
And I'm back.
Just every once in a while, we'll take a break to just basically start sawing off parts of other cars to make the armor. Just someone's going at it with a hammer and just screaming. It's just like, much better. Okay, back to the engine. 5 minutes later, no, I need another go.
It's like literally, it is the Grand Tour Mongolian special where they're trying to build that car from scratch. Fucking shot. Let's see how y'all are doing. So, you're getting to work on this car. It's going pretty well. Like, I imagine Jericho's mainly dealing with the electrical side of things, and Jimmy and Rasp are getting the car kind of built.
No. This one goes here. That one goes there. Right?
God damn it.
Oh, did you find it, Vix?
I'm going to say I want all three of you to do. What I'm going to have you all build this thing. Jig-jag. Let's have a look at you. You're not really doing under fire. Do hard rolls. Everyone do hard.
Hard rolls, right you are.
Right you are.
I never get to do anything under fire.
No! Can I burn a fate point?
Yeah, you can burn a fate point.
Ross, what the fuck are you doing?
I know, fixing.
Oh, yeah, that would be no. This one goes here, that one goes there, moment.
Yes!
Yeah,
oh!
pretty much. Yeah.
See what happens when you listen to me?
I imagine at this point, like, Jimmy is wandering around with us two trying to do the best we can, but he's wandering around like Gordon Ramsay on Hell's Kitchen or something like that, going, "What are you? You're an idiot sandwich. This goes here."
Where's the lamb?
It's just like he's getting progressively black. All three of us are getting progressively darker and darker with engine grease.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you are getting there with a slight hiccup from Rasp. You have managed to successfully construct one machine.
It worked out because I burnt the fate point. So.
Yep. I'm going to show you a picture of the thing you have constructed.
Oh, let's see the
Is
thing.
it humorous?
Is this a fucking muscle car from Half-Life 2, Episode 2?
No. No.
Is the car upside down?
Copy the image. Put it into Discord, fuck it. There we go. You have built that.
I think mine's better.
It is a ramshackle.
Hey,
You
that's
can't see my
good.
face, but I've literally got like two fingers jammed just above my eyes and the thumbs right on my cheekbones. And
It
that's
is
how
a-
I imagine Jimmy looking at this thing, just like, I hate everything about this.
Jericho comes
Me
up
too!
and when it's finally done, he looks at it and goes, "This is amazing!"
It'll do.
Just Jimmy slowly turns to stare at him.
Could be worse.
I mean, how long have we been working at this for?
Oh, this has taken a while. Let's see. I'm going to give you a random amount of hours and how long
Right.
this has taken. So, a number between 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Number between 1 and 5. Jericho, because you asked the question.
Do you want me to roll?
No. Number between 1 and 5.
4.
This is taking you 9 hours.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Which, considering you're building
Fair.
a vehicle from scratch, that's actually pretty good time. That's not
Yeah,
bad. Yeah.
Right, we
So-
should load up as many parts as possible onto this machine and get it back to Wolfvale.
Yes, you should. So,
Yeah.
who's going to be doing the driving?
Right. Question.
Yes.
Well, okay, if we have to drive, we have to drive. But I was going to say, if they jump in, I jump in, I grab onto the fin and do my warpy warps. Would that work?
I don't think you can do that with an entire fucking truck, can you?
I don't
I
know.
mean-
I think I did it with the
I'm going to
What do you call it?
say you could
the old car I
try.
had.
You could try, but it's probably going to be a bad idea. I mean,
Okay, we won't do it then. We'll drive.
you can certainly give it a go, but I would not advise it.
No, that's fine.
No, that would be Jimmy. That would be Jericho. Jimmy's more like this.
Besides my genius, it's almost frightening. Yeah. just this is very much the Top Gear people are now. Yeah. Okay.
We know who Hammond is, don't we?
Yes. If you guys are looking for supplies, I would like the people looking to make sharp rolls for me.
Sorry, who's rolling sharp?
Anyone looking for supplies from this particular place?
No, yeah.
Oh, go on.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Hey guys, I found a better car.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
There's another attacker in here.
Hi guys, I found a tank. I found a
I
tank.
know what I'm doing. Like, just imagine Jericho. Jimmy and Jericho just walk around the corner. We just see this pristine post-apocalyptic car, and it's just staring. It's just like, how long has this been here?
Ralph drives around the corner.
Absolute garbage mobile.
Ralph comes driving around the corner in one of them little like children buggy like for car fins.
Yeah. No, or like you guys find that like perfectly pristine vehicle. Like, how long has this been here? And Ross goes, "Oh, I found that earlier, but I thought we were trying to build one. That one's already built. It didn't seem relevant."
It didn't seem relevant.
You guys managed to find. I mean, you're not going to be even with those rolls. You're not going to be finding very much because this is a place you comprehensively destroyed last time you were here. But you do manage to find some. I'm going to say between those rolls, find 8 rations. You find 3 spare parts between the cars. I'll tell you what. Jericho and Tom, roll a D100 for me.
Each or just between us?
Each, please.
77.
97.
Fuck you.
Tom.
What am I rolling? 100.
No, not you. Jimmy, you find a set of spray cans that have just been like tossed into a box. They are, give them a shake, they're about half full. You find a pink, a purple, and a yellow.
Oh great! I can make the garbage mobile into a fucking clown car.
Yeah, pretty much. Jericho, you find a. What should I give you? Eeny, meeny, miny. You find a almost pristine sealed set of fine cigars. It's like you find them like sort of like buried at the bottom of like a chest, and it's like you like blow a layer of dust on them and open them up, and like that scent of like rich tobacco hits your nose. It's like hell yeah. Man, Jericho always finds the really good shit.
I'm gonna see if there's a clown car PNG.
I found something better, Tom. Hold on.
Oh, what have you found?
Rasp, with your roll, you find. I'm gonna say you find 2 sets of winter clothing.
Nice, that'll do.
However, all 3 of you, because you've been doing this for quite a considerable amount of time, you all notice that in your heads-up display for your suits, your battery is starting to blink a little bit. You're starting to get low on suit power. So you load all of your stuff into the back of your new vehicle.
Well, I'm going to get out of my seat because I don't think the car's that big.
I mean, you'll have to leave it here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What? I can't pack it into the back?
It's the only reason you've been allowed to basically take your suits on the road is because Jimmy retrofitted the back of the Taka to fit your suits in. So, I mean, unless you're going to walk back to Wolfvale, you can try to teleport again.
No, I'll get in. I'll be in my suit, but I'll be in the vehicle. But I just won't. I'll try not to over-exercise my battery stuff.
Yes, that's fine. Okay. But because that has taken so long, we are going to cut back to Wolfvale now with Miss Nikita. And because 9 hours has basically elapsed. Get rid of you. We're going to get rid of you over there for the moment. You are starting to come down now, Nikita, and you are now cognizant of your surroundings. Like where your arm has been torn off, it hurts in a very like numbing way, but it's not going to slow you down all that much. Your snorks are still very much protecting you, but people in the cave are now starting to like get things together. You've noticed people over the 9 hours have like gone out of the cave and come back in, and they've saved a further 4 survivors.
Nice.
So 4 more survivors have been brought back in. These are all adults, no children.
So is that 4 total, or is that including the other 2?
That is 4 more. 4 more.
So 6 survivors were found extra.
Yes.
To 19.
They have managed to find another. Another 4 lots of rations. Some of that including fresh stuff, much to Jericho's chagrin. Let's see. Do they?
I don't know why I'd be unhappy.
You sense it through the ether. You sense food is being found.
Something awful is happening.
I sense a disturbance in the force. Someone's found fresh chicken and cake.
Somewhere.
And cake.
Cake. They find, let's see, 2 lots of spare parts, I'll say. Because that's easier than writing down building materials. So yes, Helga has sort of started to like step into her own a little bit. She's starting to get people together. She's got her father's body and is like taking it over to like this part of the cave to like keep it out of the way. And people are just starting to get their things together. And you notice she actually offers Smokey a set of clothes because Smokey is still pretty much the same way you found him back in the facility. He managed to like cobble together some scraps in the King Under the Mountains like pseudo village, but he's just basically been wearing scraps and he's been basically naked for this entire time. But she's offered him like a set of armor that used to belong to her father, and it fits him pretty well actually, which is odd. And you notice she's given him very strange looks, almost as if she's trying to decide like, why does this guy look so much like my dad? Like this is very weird. But you are now back to cognizant, so you can choose to do something.
Okay.
You have a bit of time to kill.
She'll once finally comes out, I'm guessing she won't have realised how much time has passed.
No.
Like in her head, it's been like 20 minutes.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Well, she'll get up, she'll pet the snarks, and she'll kind of wander over here and just be like, "Can I do anything?"
Tom, what the fuck did you just send me? Oh, Tom, you devious bastard.
Hey, you're meant to be helping us. Meant to be helping us.
I found the thing, and I thought you'd appreciate it.
You found a few things, my friend, and they are definitely going to be appearing.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Why is he making so much worse?
Could be worse. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you come over. Helga seems like a little bit wary of you and the snorts because obviously you've changed quite a lot now. You're missing an arm, and she says, "Are you sure you're up to helping? You are kind of missing your arm. Is that bothering you at all?"
It stings a bit, but I'll be fine.
I've had worse.
Yeah, what? She actually, for a change, she can't say she's had worse than, or I'm being blown off. But
Yeah.
I was referencing the Black Knight.
yeah. Tis but a scratch.
Tis but a scratch. All right, we'll call it a draw.
She'll also say to Helga, like, I told you he looked like the chief.
She does kind of glance up at him and say, "Yes, it is very strange. It's almost like looking in a more well-shaven mirror. It's very odd. and the fact that my father's clothes fit him. And he even has the same tattoos.
Oh, that's weird.
He never used to have the tattoos.
No, he didn't.
But she won't know what's happened because she was all ragey when that happened. So I don't know when he has those.
You do notice that he now has tattoos, and they're only on the right side of his body.
I kind of looked at her like, huh? He didn't have those before.
He goes, what? And he kind of looks at it himself like, what the hell? Where'd those come from? I didn't used to have those.
No, you didn't.
And you notice his brow furrow for a bit, and he kind of glances towards where the chief's body is. He goes, I'll be right back. Just give me a second. I'm not going to do anything weird. And he goes over to the chief's body, and he sort of like just, with as much care as he can, because of his fucking gigantic metal mitts, he just kind of like pulls the jerkin, like you know, the jerkin, the shirt, and the armor of the chief is wearing just away from his chest for a moment on his right hand side. He goes, Helga, come here for a second. She trots over to him. Did your dad used to have tattoos on the right hand of his body? He goes, yes, he had tattoos. What the hell? And she notices she stands there blankly, staring at her dad, staring back at Smokey. Why do you have my father's tattoos?
Some of them.
And he just kind of looks up at her like, the fuck if I know? Look at my hands. You think the fuck I know what's going on here?
I think I know someone who might. Where's that creepy old fucker?
Where's that little shithead? He's basically flitting between different groups of the survivors, just coordinating people a little bit, and you get the sense that they're kind of tolerating his presence just a little bit.
Oh,
You being a bit of a busybody. Yeah. Are you just going to go up and snatch him by the collar?
Pretty much just go just grab him and just drag him out. We have questions.
You here now.
Yeah, I don't know where he is on the map, so I'll just say I've dragged him.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, I don't have a specific image for him. He's just there. He's nebulous. Yeah, you put him back over to where the others are, and you know, with much like, this is most undignified. Why are you dragging me like that? You could have just asked. Yeah, he comes up, and you basically deposit him in front of Helga, Smokey, and the chief's body. And this goes of, why am I even here? Why are you? Wait a minute.
Hold the phone.
Wait a hot goddamn minute. No, he goes, wait a minute. He goes down and, like, you know, just a little more ceremoniously than, like, Smokey just did, kind of, like, pulls the armor of the chief aside and then rolls the chief over with, like, his staff, because he doesn't have the upper body weight to actually roll this big fucker over.
So old, he probably doesn't have body weight, just period.
Oh, yeah, like this guy looks like a mild breeze would blow him into the stratosphere. There's nothing to this dude. And he sort of like levers over the chief's body and like looks down like the back armor. And then looks at Smokey and goes, that's very strange. Come here, young man. Come, stand here. I wish to look at you. Come here. Smokey
I wish to examine you.
It's like Smokey take a step back from him and goes, whoa, hold on there, little man. I don't know you. Some weird stuff's going on. It's like, oh, for crying out loud, I'm not going to touch you
Smokey,
in a weird
shut up
way.
and do as he says.
All right, fine. Jeez.
Her emotions still quite out on par.
Someone's got demanding while they've been out here. Bloody hell. And he kind of goes up and
that's
just,
not
like,
what he wants to say to her right now.
Yeah. And he kind of like kneels down and just like the little weird shaman dude like kind of like dances around him a little bit, like tracing the tattoos with like his fucking gnarled, almost talon like fingers. And Smokey's just like, oh, that feels weird. Ugh. He's just visibly uncomfortable with the attention. And the shaman gets round in front of him and just takes hold of Smokey's jaw and deep in his eyes. Nikita, you feel a very distinct thrum of maelstrom energy between the two of them.
Okay. Would it be enough for her to visibly react to it?
It depends on how she wants to react. You sense the pulse of energy, and it is similar to what you felt before when the shaman cured Jericho of his mutation.
I imagine she'd at least shake her head a little bit, like, what the fuck, because I imagine she's still somewhat sensitive at the minute.
Oh, very, very much so.
So she's probably just sitting there.
It doesn't maintain it for very long. And then
when you get a chill up your back and you just shiver.
Yeah. The shaman lets Smokey go and kind of like steps away from him and is like seeming to hold his staff closer to him. He goes, "It's fine. It's something strange, but I need to think. Yes, think. We need to think about this. Yes, think about this." And just turns to Helga and goes, "He's fine. He's not going to hurt us in any way. He's cool." And just kind of like,
he's just the chosen one.
He just scuttles off, and the Smoker's like, "Just me, or was that really fucking weird?"
Yeah, it always seems to be like that.
Yeah, like, and did you say you've been here before, right? Was he that weird when you were last here?
Oh yes.
You know, one day we've all got to sit down in the meat hook, and you're all got to tell me just the bullshit you all went through to get here, because if you dealt with shit like that, God knows what you dealt with getting up here.
Oh yeah, just look at me, I'm a fucking princess. Can I do something?
Well, you can do... things start to calm down for now. I'm going to say 7 hours have passed, so you've got about 2 hours to kill. So you're going to be helping survivors. What your Snork's doing, for instance.
Well, if someone gave me something to do, then I would instruct the Snorks to help me.
Okay, you go over to... I'm going to say the guards actually call you over. Like, the last surviving warriors call you over and just... They recognize that you are an extremely strong individual, and they need your help basically collecting like logs and timber and things they might think they'll need to build sleds to get the fuck out of Dodge. So you help them. You get the Snorks to come over and help. There's a little bit of resistance to this because Snorks have in the past attacked this village, and this does get explained to you over the next couple of hours that they're a little bit wary of your Snorks because they have attacked this place before, and they have dealt with like raids from the king under the mountain and other Snorks that weren't under his control before. But as time goes on and your Snorks are, being helpful, and I'm going to say, hang on, at one point, let's do odds or evens for me.
Odds.
One of the guards gets a pretty nasty splinter at one point, and he's like, "Oh, fuck." Your main Snork baby, Snork Bubble, he comes up to the man and just gently takes hold of the guy's wrist. And there's a little bit of tension here as he takes his other claw, grasps the guy's finger, and uses the long fingernail to gently, with a level of gentleness you would never expect from your Snorks, gently teases a splinter out, takes it and throws it away, and then lets go of the guy and just crouches there for a minute and reaches up with a hand and just gives the guy a pat on the chest and scrambles off.
Oh, good now, baby. I imagine while we're moving stuff and they're telling us about how the Snorks attacked the village before, that I'd tell them about the king under the mountain was gone and stuff as well for conversation.
As you're talking about the king under the mountain as dead, you do notice that the weird shaman dude comes back up. It's like,
he has died then. That is unfortunate. As weird and as strange as that man was, well, I say man very loosely, he proved himself to be an ally in recent years. Yes, he's attacked us before, but he didn't have full control. But look like you do. How very interesting. Yes, it is a disappointment he is gone. He was truly unique among his kind.
Yeah, well, he sacrificed it so we could run, called me fucking Hunter Queen or some shit.
The mention of you saying Hunter Queen, he does seem taken aback a little bit.
Because I've seen Nikita hasn't got a fucking clue what it means.
Well, I know very little about, that kind of thing, but that sounds cool, I guess. That's good.
Every time they say Hunter
Would you
Queen,
like to do a sharp
like
roll, Nikita?
Yes, I would.
Do a sharp roll.
I'm in my prime.
This guy's lying to you.
Oh!
oh, that's a bad fucking decision on his part.
Well, it's not that he's lying, but he's definitely obscuring the truth. This guy knows something, and he is keeping it from you.
Call him out.
Should be like, just like, no, you're talking shit. Like, you better fucking explain yourself, because I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I'm getting very annoyed.
He starts to look very worried, and obviously, as your voice rises, other people are starting to look over to see what's going on, and he starts to look a little bit panicked. Like,
all right, fine, but not here. There are too many ears that would not understand this thing. You, me, the strange child woman, and the one who thinks his truck is just a truck. We are of a different breed. We should not discuss it here. Just, let's get this sorted out. Let's get on the road and get away. Once we can have some time between the two of us, I would explain what I know.
Right.
I strongly, but I believe there is a connection between what is happening to you, your friends, and even that big fucker over there is connected in some way. And obviously, Jakabaka might have a hand in it too.
Don't worry about
creature.
Jakabaka. That fucker's gonna be dead.
You notice his spine straighten a little bit, and he seems to stand a lot taller.
The fuck?
Almost,
How did you gain 2 feet?
He just seems to stand a bit straighter, and you notice his knuckles go white on his staff.
Yes. Fucker will pay for this. This is my home. No one else took me in. Everyone else cast me out. And I was taken in here. And he has destroyed my home. I will end him if I can. Or help you do the same.
And then he seems to shake his head and regain his weird ass self. And shrink back down to what it's before.
But that's for a future day. We must do things. We have to get everyone sorted. Yes.
And he kind of scuttles off and goes to help more people.
Okay, and then I'll do the same.
Yep, you go to help more people. So, after all that, smash cutting back to everyone else.
So spit your teeth out, try again.
I need a new set of fucking teeth. Right, everyone else, back at the Skinwalker camp. You have your truck. It is now running. You need to get it back to the Wolfvale.
Oh, pardon me. Yep.
All right. Seeing as I'm the driver, I guess I'll drive this shit.
I'll sit next to you in the passenger seat, and I'll just sit down and I'll say, engage. Come on. Go, 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 go.
Is there anything you want me to roll?
Oh, you are going to have to do driving rules for a lot of time. So, let's do a start-up sound for you.
Just a heads up, it's 1:45.
I was legit expecting a clown car honk.
I do not have that queued up, unfortunately. But anyway, you do a driving dangerous terrain to get out of the camp.
No.
Can I have a reroll, please?
Yes, you can.
That's more fucking like it.
That's better. You get yourselves out of the camp. Very good.
Nice.
You're out of the camp, and now you have to make your way through the canyon. Oh god, did I delete the map for the canyon? I think I might have deleted the map for the canyon. Ugh, that sucks. Oh, I got rid of the canyon map. Why the hell did I do that?
Because
Anyway.
you weren't expecting us to do that again.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say, I'm going to transfer you back over here. Remembering what the canyon map looked like and what happened. Oh no, all the things that triggered your nightmares are not working because you got rid of all the skinwalkers and the person doing that. But you need to make, I'm going to say, 4 more deal with bad terrain rolls to get back to Cold Corpse.
Back to Cold Corpse.
Wolf fail. God damn it. Sorry,
Focus, man, focus!
I'm focusing.
1,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
3.
God,
This
this
is
is-
bad.
Yeah.
4. Yeah. Can I get to encompass just how smooth this drive is? Can I get the deja vu, please?
Deja vu.
As much as I would like to burn a fate point to completely negate one of those, I will give you the ride back because it's getting a bit late. So, what the hell? Oh, God damn it! I'll find deja vu now.
Oh, I think I clicked the wrong one. Delete that one.
What are you doing, Pete?
Oh, I was trying to click it, and then you know when you go to click a GIF, but then it updates and it moves it out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then as I clicked, obviously it was like, oh, that's the wrong.
Well, you do get back to Cold Corpse anyway, and I
There we go.
fucking hell, I really cannot find it. What the hell?
Deja vu.
There we go. Fucking hell.
Thank you so much.
So basically, you guys rock back into Wolf Vale just with this thing. I don't know, just Jimmy drifting this thing back in with one hand out the window. You have arrived back with another vehicle.
Nice.
Jimmy and Rasp and Jericho, you are all back in Wolf Vale, and you notice in the time you've been gone, people have been very, well, you know, the villagers and everyone else, and Nikita as well, helping with her one arm, picking up logs with one fucking hand, I guess.
Have I regained any clicks back yet?
Nope.
We're missing Jimmy.
You are still dealing with your wound.
I know, but I'm on 11.
You are at 11. It was a really significant wound you took. This isn't D&D.
Can I just not have 1 click back so I'm not quite on Death Star?
Okay, 1 click back.
Yeah.
Like, to get significant clicks back, you have to take a lot of rest.
Yeah.
Because these are more realistic wounds.
I mean, to be fair, I sat and spaced out for 9 hours.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, if you want, I can come help you.
No, I'm fine.
But I am. Okay. I'm gonna go put my suit back into the Taka, which I believe is here, around there.
It's around there, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna stow it, like take it out, stow it in there. Is there like a power source I can charge it up with? I think there was
you do have a few power sources with you, but if you remember, the actual like cradles or like frames you have for your power suits are installed in the back of the Taka, so that can keep them at their current level, or you can use one of the, he says, looking at his notes, 9 power sources you have.
Yeah, I will take a power source, change it out. I won't get rid of the power source I was using. I'll pass it to Jimmy and say, look, there's a bit of power left in it. Maybe see if you can install us into the Taka for a bit of juice. Oh,
Sure. I'll have a look at that.
Okay.
Can you do this? Can you put this golden age tech inside your truck, buddy? If I could do that, do you think I would even be here?
Hey, I thought it'd be cool.
I'm
Sorry.
Sure, I don't dispute that. But do you think if I could just install future tech inside my fucking truck, I wouldn't?
I mean, to be fair, you haven't tried it.
If you don't want it, I'll take it back.
Called out.
Yeah. Sorry.
Go on. Insert that insanely powerful power source into your possibly mutating creature. Go for it. Just
do it. Do it. I'm sure he'll be fine.
No, I'm not going to put future tech inside the potentially sentient truck that may or may not take over my brain.
And then the human race.
That would be incredible. Because bearing in mind, the rest of your power cores are inside that thing. If it took over, if it did take over,
a literal fucking transformer.
It would be a
I
transformer.
refer you to my gift.
Oh, see, now I'm imagining what would happen if you integrated that into the Taka. You epically fail the weird roll. I burnt a few fate points, and it ate the rest of your power cores.
No!
That would be incredibly dangerous.
That's Vast Mind's changed. It's like, nope, never mind. Bad idea.
No, never mind, bad idea.
I retract my statement.
Rasp is a voice from the ether. That's a bad idea.
What's a bad idea? Wrong!
But anyway, yeah, you are all back in the camp. I think we might have to tie things up pretty quickly. So, you guys have pulled back in with this vehicle. Are you going to try and load everyone into that vehicle and spread them out to the Taka, or are you going to try and build a few sleds to get people along?
We're going to try and build a few sleds, and we can try and load up a few people in the various vehicles.
Righto. The people doing the building.
So I'm going to guess we've got at least 4 sleds.
I would need people to make hard rolls, but they're going to be... No, fuck it. I'm not even going to bother with that, because the villages you have saved and that have been found are more than capable of building these themselves, so having you helping them only speeds up the process. You have Taka, your new car, and you haven't named yet. You haven't named the car, and you have 4 extra sleds with which to put on either supplies or people.
Yeah, normally 2.0.
No, the Snarkmobile.
Snorkmobile.
The Snorkmobile.
The Snorkomony! Yeah! I imagine.
I'm going to take that. Snorkmobile is the new name.
Yeah!
It's fucking Snorks, man.
Are the Snorks driving it?
No!
That would be fucking fantastic. You have to give the Snorks their own car at some point.
Yes, both of their own itty bitty cars.
Runs on Snork power.
For fuck's sake!
How are we distributing people and/or supplies between these? Are the sleds all going to be all supplies, or are they going to be a mix of both?
Vulnerable people inside the vehicles, supplies, and more battle-ready people in the sleds.
The kids and the wounded are going to be in the Taka, and we got truck. Supplies and warriors. That includes you guys. We're going to be on the sleds.
And we're going to be at the back of on the last sled at the back.
Yeah, we will do something a bit cinematic to end things off. As you're all getting ready to leave, and you've got the sleds packed up, you're assigning people to either the Taka, the Snorkmobile, or the warriors on the sleds. You all stopped by Helga, and she asked for a funeral before you leave.
I mean, we got time.
You notice that behind, like, she's moved to, let's move her over here. This fire here, and it's been built up to a point where her father is on top of a gigantic pile of logs, and there's you notice that Fenrir has been placed next to him.
I was thinking it, Haley.
Yeah. Fenrir's been placed next to him, and all the corpses of the dead villagers have been placed around them as well. So they're all going to go up together. All of you stand around, and no one seems to want to start the process. But you notice Helga stands forward and seems to say, "My father was a great man. He fought for us, took care of us, did anything he could for us. But now he is gone.
Is Fenrir on the plane?
Yes, he is.
Right.
And our village burned down around us. His second hand is a strong right hand. Fenrir. A husband and a father stands with him, as do other sons, daughters, and mothers of our tribe. I swear to you now, their deaths will not go unavenged. We will take a blood debt for this day."
Blood feud.
Blood feud. Tom, you're breaking the moment. I'll end you.
I'm trying so hard.
You notice the small, weird, little shaman dude comes up with a lit torch next to her and hands her the torch. She takes it from him, and those of you standing next to her hear her whisper, "Goodbye, father." Tosses the torch into the fire, and the flames swirl up around it, consuming the bodies of her father and Fenrir. Rasp, you can hear Fenrir's wife desperately trying to keep her composure as she slowly sobs. I am going to end.
It's Haley laughing.
Haley, I will fucking end you. Do we need a minute? Seriously.
My composure.
What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, we're fine. Let's keep going. I'm actually crying. It's very moving.
Oh yeah, that's why you're crying.
That's why
It really is.
As the flames consume the bodies of the fallen, those that you have known, broken bread with, shared a drink with, this is possibly the first time your characters have felt a significant impact to their actions, that they haven't just dealt with in passing and immediately carried on. They are all staring at an immediate consequence of their actions. And the people surrounding the fire feel that. As the fire consumes the chieftain's body, Nikita, Rasp, Jimmy.
Yes.
Yep.
As you look into the fire, you see a distinct shadowy shape in the fire. It's flickering, you can barely see it, and it's almost a trick of the light and a trick of the smoke and the flames. But it looks like a hooded figure with a staff that reaches out a hand towards the chieftain's body. A ghostly hand
that almost seems smoke-like in nature reaches up and grips the bony hand. And you see a ghostly outline of the chief being pulled up out of his body, as well as Fenrir comes up, as other ghostly figures arise from the bodies of the fallen and start to dissipate. The chieftain turns to you, Nikita, and Smokey, and gives you both a nod, and slowly drifts up through the smoke into the evening air.
Well, that's...
And the skeletal figure turns to all of you, gives you a bow, and dissipates back into the smoke as well.
Well, that bow's going to be too much for Nikita. She's going to walk off. She doesn't do emotion.
And that is where we are going to end.
No. Rasp is actually going to use a bit of... I was going to say, Rasp does a little maelstrom energy, catches an ember of the fire in some maelstrom energy, and kind of like puts it in like a little pocket dimension.
Nice.
And that's
I
it.
like that.
Yeah. Deuces.
And we will leave it there.
Oh.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.